Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Ah, Commander Shepard, your table is ready.
Hey, Shepard, not bad, huh? The sushi place is serious, like French guy at the door serious. Only had to save the galaxy twice to get a table here. You seen the line outside? But here I am, drink in hand. Best pilot in the universe and a rock star.
Any news from the Normandy?
You know, maintenance stuff. It's hard knowing a bunch of strangers or poking around in my ship. I mean, your ship.
The best thing we can do right now is Parker and let the techs do their work.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe an oil change, space tire rotation.
Right. Trust me, it'll do her some good.
Oh, I trust you. Not sure about those shifty aerospace engineers. Always stealing the silverware.
Let someone else do the work for once. Hackett's orders. You're on shore leave.
Yeah, whether we like it or not.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I may need a drink that comes with an umbrella.
I'm the first human Spectre. I'll get you 2 umbrellas.
Awesome use of power, boss. So, your email said it was important?
My email? I'm here because I got a message from you.
The hell? I didn't send anything.
Commander! Excuse me. Sorry. Alliance business. Commander, this is urgent!
I don't think that's the umbrella lady.
Commander Shepard, I'm Staff Analyst Maya Brooks. Alliance. Excuse me. Alliance Intelligence. There are people trying to kill you.
Yeah, I think he's aware of that.
No, I don't mean Starburst and the Reapers. I mean other people. New people. It's... Someone is hacking your account. Comm channels, personal records. They're targeting you specifically.
Targeting me? What do they want?
The intel isn't definitive yet. Last time, I guess without definitive intel, we almost landed troops on a gas giant, which is bad.
Hang on, Brooks. Take a breath. From the top, what do you know?
Excuse me, you don't have a reservation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's performance is brought to you by random acts of violence.
Get down!
Man, I love show business. Spread
Stay there. I'm coming. Joker?
Ow, my pancreas.
Hey!
Damn it.
Got one, sir.
Find the crew. I'm going after her.
Find the crew. Got it.
Hey.
You used me as bait?
Go.
You used me as bait! Did you see that? Savior of the Citadel used this brittle bones guy as bait.
What happened? Show yourself. Look at this. I got Shepard.
Brooks!
I got Shepard.
Hang on.
Where did you turn? Damn it!
Yeah!
Brooks, stay down.
Staying down! Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me.
Brooks!
Commander, I found a secure terminal. Are you okay down there?
Yep. Feeling good. Brooks, you got hit.
I know! I used Medi-gel. A lot of it. All of it, actually. And now everything is a little bit bouncy.
I think you used too much.
This area is under repair.
So, can I help with anything? Hey, be careful!
Alert C-Sec. I'll look for a way out. Brooks, I see some sky cars across the gap. Maybe a landing pad.
I'm checking the area. Transportation, no. Food, no. Laundry. Ah! It's a Skycar lot. Cision Motors.
Get a shuttle over there. I'll find a way across.
Okay, right. So, can I help with anything?
Alert C-Sec. I'll look for a way out.
Security alert. CSAC has restricted all travel within this area.
C-Tech has shut the doors. What's going on?
Servers attacking? Oh my god.
This man's team screwed it up. Shepard was unarmed. Man, those guys are idiots.
CSEC has issued a complete lockdown in the lower wards in response to an attack by an unidentified organization. No details are yet known on this alleged terrorist attack.
Commander, there's a C-Sec shuttle inbound if you can get to the Skycar lot.
Understood.
Okay. Brooks over. No, out. Brooks out. Oh, over and out. Brooks. Oh, damn it.
Don't wander off.
Warning, lockdown in effect. Please stay in your home.
I got Shepard. Trevor's over here.
Shepard, can you hear me? Are you all right?
I'm fine. Might need a little backup.
Thank the goddess. Joker explained what happened. I'm on foot, but should reach you soon. Excuse me, who is this? You're on an unsecured channel, and you're putting Commander Shepard in danger. In danger? Who is this?
Hang on. Joker mentioned Staff Analyst Brooks, yes? That's her.
Garrett's here. Heard you're in trouble. Everybody's heading your way.
Good to hear. Things are a little dicey.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Brooks, found a way across. It's locked down.
Right, because of the, lockdown. Can you get through?
I'll try to override.
CSAC authorization required. Confirming Spectre authorization.
Having a bad day, Shepard?
You could say that.
Landing pad is over there, but it's behind a locked gate.
Let's look for a control panel.
I like your outfit. Control panel, right.
Stand back.
One moment. Hello. Could you please open the gate? Thank you.
Please leave.
Well, I could have done that.
I heard you fell through a fish tank.
We'll talk about it later.
A shame. I quite liked that restaurant.
We'll talk about it later. Rex? What are you doing here?
Just butting heads with the Council over Krogan expansion. Shepard, we got a way out of here?
Rex, I'm a professional.
That's not a yes.
It's not a no.
Commander!
Joker, we lost our ride. Where are you?
On my way. Picked up Brooks. Figured you'd have a few questions.
Good call.
Good to be back. Yeah!
Commander, did CSEC find you? Are you okay?
Yes and no. Merc's in a C-Sec shuttle.
What?
A little busy right now.
Right, sorry. We'll be there soon.
Almost there, Commander. Hang on.
Great place to fight in. Lots to destroy.
Approaching your position, Commander. Just following the gunfire.
Copy that.
Sorry I'm late. Had to take the scenic route.
Scenic route? We nearly crashed 4 times. Where the hell did you learn to drive?
And Brooks says hi. Get to the shuttle.
Someone want to tell me what's going on here?
Who were those mercenaries? They were heavily armed and using C-Sec shuttles.
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
I can't believe you survived all that. They had guns, and grenades, and those drone things.
It's all right. I'm calling Commander Bailey. See what's going on with C-Sec.
Okay, that sounds... Wait! Wouldn't that just make whoever you contact a target too?
She's right, Shepard. Until we know more, it's a huge risk.
Okay. For now, we run this ourselves.
Right. Ourselves. On our own. Outside the law. Okay. Yeah.
Brooks, it's okay. I know this is a lot to deal with.
I got shot. I got Medigel, but still, I took a desk job explicitly to not get shot. And you killed 100 guys with a pistol!
Well, yes, that did happen.
I mean, who does that? Well, you, I guess. But besides you. They said the Medigel might make me jumpy. Do I seem jumpy?
How did you get mixed up in this?
I monitored data for Alliance intel to prevent fraud and hacking of officer IDs. Like, someone using an Admiral's pass to get into a nightclub on the Citadel when that Admiral is fighting on Tuchanka. I wrote a tracking program. It's really neat. I named it Mr. Biscuits, after my cat.
Brooks.
Right, sorry. Anyway, my program detected a breach in your classified files. Soon, everything we had on you was compromised. Personnel files, mission reports, everything.
Since when does hacking personnel records involve heavy weapon fire?
Think of what criminals could do if they had Shepard's military access codes. Or Spectre codes, even.
Explains why they need you dead, Shepard. Nothing to stop them till the damage is done.
Okay. Let's figure out who they are and shut them down. Ideas?
Maybe. That pistol you picked up.
For such a tiny thing, it packs a punch. Never seen anything like it before.
Nor have I. Let me see if I can dig something up.
Well, you can try, but I should warn you, I haven't found anything yet, and I've been digging pretty deep.
I'm sure you have. Glyph.
Collating relevant intel for review, Dr. Tassoni.
Thanks.
All right, the hour's on point. What about the rest of the crew?
Yeah, what about those slackers?
Joker, you've been busy.
I found some folks who actually like being shot at.
Permission to come aboard, Shepard.
We have a lead. I called in some favors to run a trace on the gun. It led me to a casino owner named Elijah Khan. He's been suspected of using his profits to smuggle weapons onto the Citadel. Immediately after the attempt on Shepard's life, Khan made an interesting call.
I'm cutting you off. I'm returning your down payment now.
What's the problem?
Turn on a vid screen. When I sell a gun, I don't want it showing up on the nightly news.
It won't be linked to me.
Save it. Our association is terminated. And if you even think of coming after me, I've got info on you ready for prime time. So you ponder that. Khan out.
So that's our identity thief.
Looks like he's got an ID disguiser. Those things are a pain in the ass to get around.
Did you get anything on the mercenaries who attacked us?
They're a private military corporation called Cat-6. As most of you know, Cat-6 is an Alliance nickname for dishonorable discharges. Many have criminal records, histories of steroid abuse, and other charming features. No doubt hired by the thief, not by Khan.
That phone call was pretty damning stuff. How'd you get it?
It involved the weapons biometric data, Solarian intelligence, and a Hanar prostitute with camera implants.
Seriously?
No, but the truth is boring.
Khan didn't sound friendly to whoever that voice was. Maybe he'd pass on that info to us.
That would take some extremely smooth talking. If he sees you, he'll probably assume you're looking for revenge. The casino has a panic room. Chances are he'll have gone to ground there. EDI can give us programs to hack the door, but the cameras and guards complicate things.
Yeah. Khan could disappear, or worse. If his guards ever open fire, normal people could get hit. Like I did.
She's right. We can't risk spooking him. We go in quiet. Small team. No gunplay.
Dr. Tassoni, this evening the casino will be hosting a charity event to assist war refugees.
Purchase some tickets, Glyph. Then call up a layout of the building.
Score! So, how close can you get? You don't usually put a back door in a panic room.
This air shaft bypasses the security gate and ends up in storage. From there, the panic room's door camera can be disabled.
Too convenient. There's gonna be alarms all over that shaft.
I believe I have some countermeasures that may help. I'll know more once we're inside.
Who will go in this shaft? They need to be small in size. Yeah, that's not me. Too many snacks of roast Varen leg.
I suspect my suit's built-in tech would be picked up by security sensors.
My presence in the casino would arouse suspicion. Mechs are not allowed, since they can have cheating software.
What you need is somebody trained in zero emissions tech. No electronics, no metal, just undetectable polymers. We had a course back at Op-Int, disabling a bomb with these little tweezers. See, the bomb was filled with shaving cream.
All right. You're in.
What? No! What?
You said it yourself. We've all got too much tech.
But... I managed to get shot just coming to talk to you. Now I'm supposed to hack my way into a safe room?
We'll be backing you up. The second you hit something you can't handle, we'll cover you.
If that's settled, it looks like there's one last hurdle to get us inside.
Which is?
Black tie required. Commander, keep dressing like that and you'll have to catch me when I swoon.
I might do more than catch you.
How are you so calm? Well, you did run under a Reaper while it fought a Thresher Maw, so this is no big deal for you.
Relax, Brooks.
Right. Okay. On it. Okay, right. Just like we thought. There's an alarm on the grate.
We'll have to bypass it.
Use this. It's a resonance emitter lens. It should let you see security grids and wiring.
Good. I'll follow the wiring to a junction box, splice it, and disable the alarm.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Khan, I'm not here to threaten you. We need to talk.
What the hell?
I see this conversation will be strictly one-sided.
Commander, there's a deletion order on the terminal.
Damn it.
Everything's been wiped. I don't know if it was him or the killer or... When I tripped that alarm, did I screw this up? What are you looking for?
Mistakes. Thought so. Whoever it was had to do this fast. They wiped the terminal, but not the comm.
Oh, so we can take the comm back to the safe house to scan it, or...
Elijah, come crawling back.
Guess again.
You. I see you've recovered from flopping on the floor like a fish.
You'll need to do better than that. The last guy that trash-talked me was a few kilometers taller than you.
Brave. I thought as much, but it won't matter. You have nothing. All you can do is wait for the hammer to fall.
Why do this? What did I do to you?
I'm gonna take everything you have and everything you are.
Damn it. Sorry, Commander. There wasn't enough time to trace the call.
We're not finished. Pull out the data drives.
The ones that got wiped? You think we can find something?
With Edie, anything's possible. The sooner we get them to her, the sooner we can track down this threat.
Thank you, Shepard. That was fun. Well, not so much for the host.
It wasn't a total loss. Brooks, work with Edie to see if there's anything useful on those drives.
Here's hoping. I'll let you know what we find, Commander. Commander, Edie and I have been analyzing those drives. I think we found something if you're ready.
Let's hear it.
Though the data's root structure was erased, the logic integrity remains viable.
Edie has an incredible talent for this stuff. I know she's an AI, but even still. We found an encrypted communication from a few days ago. Just need another minute to crack it.
A whole minute? Edie here could shave that down to 5 seconds.
I thought it best to allow Staff Analyst Brooks a chance to improve her decryption skills.
And now you've lost her chance to show off.
Like she needs it. You're the crew of the Normandy. You're legends to the rest of the Alliance.
Legends can be good or bad. Which are we?
You're the kind that people look up to. The kind they owe their lives to.
How come everyone's always shooting at us?
I think it's mostly you, Rex. The bigger the target, the bigger the, target.
You're saying I've gained weight?
It just means there's more of the legend to love.
And the camaraderie, the friendship. I think that's your secret weapon.
It's all just part of the job.
Wait. Job? You mean the rest of you are getting paid for this?
Here we go. Wow. Those mercs who were after you, they bought a lot of weapons. Like, big ones.
Max? What do they need that kind of firepower for?
It appears this drone is preparing to rebel.
I have just monitored the Commander's Spectre access code in use at the Citadel archives.
Punch it up.
The archives are going into emergency lockdown. Whoever's hacking your records is there right now.
What do we know about the place?
Council keeps sensitive historical information there. Real hush-hush. Even my old CSEC clearance never got me in.
Then we'll find our own way in. Gear up and let's... What's with the Volas?
Oh, pizza delivery guy. I got the munchies.
Double pepperoni.
These archives are huge. You'll have a lot of ground to cover. Shame you can't bring everyone.
Who says we can't? All hands on deck for this one.
Hell yeah. But, who gets to take point with you?
Who's going to pay the bill?
The facility is located below the wards. Maybe a direct breach for maximum surprise?
I like it. Sounds like you're learning the ropes.
Hell, hang out with us long enough and you'll learn ropes, knives, bombs, thresher maws.
But don't hang out too long. Pretty soon you'll be making friends with Asari.
I heard that.
The archives are somewhere below us. It could be pretty tricky to get in there.
Not really.
Krogan first. See you at the party, princesses.
Not this again.
Ambush!
Scatter and take cover!
In the old days, we had at least 5 minutes before a mission went south.
Brooks, you okay?
Upstairs! Scattering and taking cover!
Where do you think you're going, princess?
That's enough! Drop your weapons, or this won't end well for her.
You bastard!
All right. Whatever you think you're getting away with, there's nowhere you can run. Nowhere you can hide where we can't find you. Hide? Why? I'm Commander Shepard. I never hide.
Uh-huh. So that's how it's gonna be.
Who are you? You weren't the only Shepard that Cerberus brought back to life. But at least one of us will finally do something with it. Where did you come from? The same DNA as you.
A clone.
Cerberus spared no expense resurrecting you. With me, I was created for spare parts, in case you needed another arm, or a heart, or a lung. Where have you been this whole time? In a coma, until I woke up 6 months ago. While you were in a jail cell on Earth, I was learning to be human. Amazing what a person can do with enough neural implants. If you're really me, then we're on the same team. We're not even in the same league. Did the elusive man send you? No. He abandoned me when he had what he wanted. You.
Then why are you trying to kill us?
Because I don't have his memories. I'd never fool my supposed friends. The ones who abandoned their duty to join the cult of Shepard. Like you, Dr. T'Soni. You're nothing more than a college cheerleader pretending to be a soldier.
And you're just a pale imitation of the real thing.
I'm the real thing perfected. I'm you without the wear and tear, Shepard. The doubts, failures. I'm the lone wolf you were always meant to be. without the emotional baggage holding me back.
No one will ever believe you're Shepard.
They will when I'm flying his ship. This is Shepard. Initiate Normandy lockdown. Transmitting command codes now. Good idea. Too bad the signal was blocked. Trainer, this is Shepard. Prep the Normandy for emergency departure. We're leaving. I'm setting the command codes now.
Acknowledged. We'll get underway.
It'll be a cold day in hell before someone steals my ship. It's not stealing if I'm you. Execute them. The cult of Shepard ends today. We still got everyone?
We're on the balcony. I'm okay too.
Where's everyone else?
On high ground, the sniper rifle
Uncle
doesn't
Ernest has a present for you!
Having a little party up here. With bullets.
These primitives will make good sport.
Terminating hostile.
One big happy ass-kicking family. Oh, you see that shot? That's how legends do it.
If I
That
wasn't
had to
covering
hurt.
my eyes, I'd be impressed.
All right, everyone. Uncle Ernest is back in town, and he brought the booze.
Is that a catchphrase or something, Rex?
Thought I'd try it out. See what you think. Now who's the guest? Go down!
Orders are to kill the other Shepard's crew. No messing around this time. They got a Krogan. Well, we have a Krogan.
Wouldn't want to be you, princesses. Krogan, kill shot.
Over there.
I think that Turian they've got is Archangel. How the hell are we gonna kill him?
You're not.
But maybe the other Shepard should have stuck around to help.
And try to look at you!
Hey, watch where you're shooting up there. Too close. Sorry.
Where do you think you're going, princess?
Your shield!
You mess with Shepard, you mess with me.
We're clear. Now, where'd the other you go?
He's pushing into the archives. Stay in your groups. Team Mako, you're on point.
Right. What's a Mako?
Something we could use right about now.
Team Hammerhead, cover the flank.
Got it. And the Mako's got nothing on the Hammerhead.
Welcome to the Citadel Archives.
Huh. Big place.
Shepard, what do you think your clone is looking for in here?
Lockdown initiated.
At this point, anything's possible.
Like waking up and finding out you have a clone?
I don't want to talk about it.
Of course. At least not till we've all had a drink.
Are we gonna find anything in this place?
Glyph,
Yes, Commander.
track the target. Give me updates on its location.
What is the nature of the target?
He looks like me.
Then I have found the target.
No, Glyph. It's another me. Now get going.
At once, Commander.
There they are! The other Shepard's still alive!
Take him down. I need more time to find the vault.
Shepard, step onto that platform, and we can lower you from here. Now, if you get into the vault, we can move you across.
Look at this. It says this gun was part of the First Contact War, year 2157.
Yeah, back when humans and Turians were at each other's throats.
you is searching for something 200 meters ahead.
Got it.
Fighting your own clone. Who would have thought?
Useful, though. Anything you don't want to do, Shepard? Let them handle it.
So, like a personal butler?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yes, so let your clone do it.
Dagger Squad, I need more time to reach the vault. Keep Shepard off my back or I'll have your head. The other Shepard sounds like a real asshole.
I would if he was my commander. We're over here, Shepard. Hit them from this side.
Maybe we could circle around him on the tubes. Where do you think you're going, Princess?
Team Mako, moving ahead. Get
You
you on
mess
the
with
other
Shepard,
side.
you mess with me. Uncle Erdnot has a present for you!
Shepard, they've got us pinned down. Can I use some help?
On our way.
We've got Shepard surrounded. Eliminate them. I need more time.
Commander, we can't hold them off much longer.
Go! I'll cover you. Move!
That's cheating! We're on a ladder!
This is Shepard. We need...
That's why I love hanging out with you guys. Why shoot something once when you can shoot it 46 more times?
The other me can't be far. Keep up the pressure and we'll try to surround him. Let's move.
Atlas on the walkway!
Team Mako here. Got him in our sights. Team Hammer right here, providing moral support.
800-pound Brogan here, providing the boom! Rah!
This is Heavy One, engaging Shepard. Put him in the ground.
Now we've done it. You're welcome, Team Mako.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
I must say, I do enjoy watching mechs explode.
Commander, a large contingent of soldiers calling themselves Razor Squad is just ahead. They wish to inflict bodily harm on you. Also, I discovered an Elcor mating totem in Vault 347B. Fascinating.
I've got eyes on Shepard. Go, go, go!
Taking cover!
Team Mako here. Showing Team Hammerhead how it's done. Hammerhead here. You guys are just copying us.
Mako here. If we were, we'd be missing our targets and whining about our shields.
This is Team Prothean. I have a higher body count than all of you combined.
Attention, enemy soldiers. Why do you persist in fighting? The Alliance offers a number of benefits and a generous retirement package. After 7 years of service, a sabbatical to the planet of your choice may be arranged. I would be happy to discuss it. Please refrain from shooting at me.
Looks like you're getting serious. Oh, yes? Maybe start hitting something for a change. Biggest target I see around here is your mouth, Mr. Vega. I fight flawless bankers tough like this.
Attention, enemy soldiers. You only have a 0.04% chance of winning this encounter.
Where do you think you're going, Princess?
He belongs to me.
Keep him on a leash.
Cliff, lower them around.
Commander Shepard, please do not perish. Many of your crew members will be saddened by the loss. Grieving crew members would greatly decrease the Normandy's efficiency. Lieutenant Vega, a boneless pizza delivery man is on the line, asking for payment.
Tell them they burned the bill, Ronnie. Looks like we're clear. Looks like I saved everyone's ass again.
Hammerhead and Mako, keep pushing ahead.
Right! I might throw up a little bit now, if that's okay with everyone.
Biometric identification required. Sector access is authorized.
That can't be good.
Brooks, the vault sealed us in.
Is there an override?
None that I can see.
Cortez? Brooks? Do you read me? Is anyone on this frequency? The short answer is no. They're not. The longer answer involves your friends trapped in Iridium vaults and forgotten for, well, forever. Others know about this. About you. The Alliance will stop you. What do you think, Staff Analyst Brooks? Will the Alliance stop us?
I wouldn't know. I don't actually work for them.
Who the hell are you? And do you really think I won't track you down?
My name doesn't matter. I never keep the same one for more than a few days. And if the elusive man hasn't found me yet, you never will.
You're Cerberus?
Was. Mr. Elusive and I didn't see eye to eye. He's indoctrinated, whereas I prefer the whispers in my head to be my own.
Why not come to me? We could have worked together.
In a way, we did. I'm the one who put together all those dossiers on your suicide mission.
The Collector base?
There was the Solarian Doctor, the Asari Justicar, the Drell. They were all mistakes. We were a pro-human group who started looking to aliens for help. So I bided my time. And when I found another you, who agreed, I woke him up.
What was the point of it all?
All we really wanted was your Spectre code.
I got Shepard.
Spectre access accepted.
But then you survived the hit, and insisted on bringing your damned Asari into it. So I had to tie up loose ends.
The arms dealer.
Elijah, it's me. We need to talk.
What the hell's going on? I swear if those guns get tracked back to me...
They won't. But then your sex bot just had to go and recover the data. So here we are. Forced to contain the situation.
Fair warning. Nobody who's betrayed us has ever survived.
And yet they keep trying.
You two may think you're clever. And yeah, you were. Just a bit. But clever doesn't beat a bullet. And yeah, maybe I am trapped in here. But don't get comfortable. Because that bullseye on your back is getting bigger by the second.
That sounds very dramatic. And if someone like, say, Commander Shepard made the threat, I'd be worried. But you're not Shepard. Not anymore.
You had Miranda. I have her. Mine has more bite.
It was fun while it lasted.
What are you doing? Setting things right. Remember this?
You were the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Except somewhere along the way, you forgot about your entire species. You've saved more alien lives than you have human. I don't care what species they are. Every life counts. But maybe a clone wouldn't understand that. You know the one thing they can't duplicate? Our handprint. Life gives it its shape, not DNA. Which is a problem. Computer, update Council records. Subject, Shepard. Human Spectre.
Accessing record. Please input new data. Biometric identifier updated. Good day, Commander Shepard.
Now, if you'll excuse me, the Normandy needs its captain. So, I should go.
Farewell, Commander. I guess this is where legends go to die.
Refresh my memory. Didn't we used to win these things back in the old days?
He said, I should go. Do I sound like that?
As long as I've known you, yeah.
Maybe we should be worrying about the impregnable vault we've been sealed inside forever.
How come nobody told me this before? I'm open to feedback here.
Well, I thought all humans said it, like some weird Earth custom or something.
I doubt there's enough air in here either. An hour at most.
Maybe it's, I should go. I should go. I should go.
Shepard, why aren't you more worried about this?
Oh, Glyph, you still out there?
Yes, Commander.
Unlock this damn thing and go find the others. No one steals my ship. Not even me.
I've got room for Shepard +2, and figure it out fast because the other Shepard is stealing my ship.
What?
I was hoping to come.
I know what you mean. I never seem to get picked.
Joker will come back for you. I promise.
This is why I hate Shorely. I swear, you parked the ship for 5 minutes.
Can you contact Citadel Flight Control and get them to deny the departure request?
Tried. All the comm lines in the area are jammed. Probably to make it easier for them to steal my ship.
We'll stop them.
Even if we lose the Normandy, we can go to the Council and prove you're the real Shepard.
No. He changed the logs to make his biometrics the official ones. We can't prove anything.
Yes, that. Can we all just agree that it'd be easier to not let Shepard's evil clone steal the Normandy?
Don't worry. You'll get your ship back.
We'd better. I just got the seat broken in how I like it. Okay, Citadel systems are targeting the car. Any closer and they open fire.
Get back and pick up the others, ASAP.
Right, they can't have gotten far. Unless they called a cab or something.
Good. I needed to kill something.
Normandy's about to take off.
When we want to take off, there's a half hour of pre-flight checks. They just gun the engine and go?
Maybe we should skip the pre-flight ourselves next time.
I'm strongly considering it.
Send a warning to Normandy. We can't. Tunnels are jammed, remember? Damn it.
Let's move!
I didn't come this far just to watch the Normandy leave.
And I don't even... Wait. What? You were just on the Normandy. You fired me. Dishonorable discharge for conduct unbecoming. You kicked me off the ship with barely enough time to grab my toothbrush.
That's Precision Pro Mark IV. It uses mass effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums.
Yes, I told you that.
And I remember, because I'm the real Shepard.
And someone just threw me off the ship. If it wasn't you...
Shepard's got a clone. Makes sense when you think about it.
I can explain more later. For now... It's sealed.
The engines are online. They're about to take off.
Is there anyone still aboard who can help us?
No, I was only there because I helped with the Normandy retrofits back on Earth. Everyone else is on shore leave.
Okay. You know this ship inside and out. Can you get me inside?
There's an emergency exit hatch for evacuations. It should be right here.
Manual lock. And it's only meant to be opened from the other side. Any ideas?
From this side, a very precise mass effect field, maybe.
If you told me this morning that a toothbrush was gonna save the Normandy, I'd have been very skeptical.
Sir, just before takeoff, Normandy registered a perimeter access alert. One of the security hatches.
Him. Where?
Unknown. When we shut down the AI, we disabled a lot of security systems. Shepard could be anywhere on the ship.
Shepard is standing right in front of you. Are we clear?
It's better this way. Wouldn't you rather take him down yourself?
Armory. Find him. Slow him down.
Pretty sure we broke Trainer's toothbrush getting the hatch open. Remind me to reimburse her for that.
I'll make a note of it.
Little cramped in here.
Quiet. Can't risk them hearing us up top.
Yeah. Get off my tail.
Alright, get a patrol going. Find Shepard. The real one. Hey, what do you mean by slow him down? We're allowed to kill Shepard if we have to, right? He said slow him down because he thinks we're cannon fodder. Oh, well, shit. Watch out, they're here on the CIC. Grab cover! I got it! Using drone! Reload!
I always wanted to do this.
You always wanted to have a firefight on the CIC of my ship?
And it isn't even my birthday.
Keep going!
Close in!
Right here!
Edie, this is the real Shepard. I need you to lock down the Normandy. Can you help us out? Edie? Do you copy?
Guess she's got problems of her own.
Let's get to the cargo bay.
Well, that's creepy. You want to stop shooting up my ship? It's not your ship. It will be. I've taken your name, your Spectre rank, even your fingerprints. And then you left me to die. Only I didn't. You think fake fingerprints are gonna fool the Council? Or hack it? How's that big plan looking now?
Hatchet squad to the shuttle bay.
Loco here. You cut through the jamming?
I wasn't going to let you down.
Commander, the Normandy's prepping for a jump to FTL. Can you get to the cockpit, like, soon?
Negative. I'm occupied in the shuttle bay.
Roger that, Commander. We'll proceed with Plan B. Plan B? The hell is Plan B?
We need backup!
Get the hell off my ship!
Again with the pancreas. I'm overriding the Skycar's safeties, Commander. I'll obstruct Normandy's path, try to get their attention. We're bait? Plan B stands for bait?
Over here!
Are you kidding me? Conrad Werner is better at being me than you are.
You ruined everything! My plan was perfect!
Except for the part where you're losing.
What the hell's going on up there? Get us out of the nebula and jump to FTL!
We can't. A Skycar keeps blocking our path.
Then shoot it!
Need to stay within 30 degrees of the nose to block course plotting.
That makes us a perfect target.
No, that makes us the bait. Do you want me to drive?
No.
Damn it! Launch the shuttle and blow that thing out of the sky!
Watch out! That door's still open!
team. You have minions, and you're running out. This tired old man is kicking your ass!
You should have stayed at the Archive. I tried to make it clean and painless.
You know where I got those scars? Pharos, and Novaria, and Vermeer, and Ilos. At the Collector Base, and Paladin, and Tuchanka, and Rannoch, and Thessia. I earned these scars protecting the galaxy. You got yours from a petri dish.
You can do it. You're better than he is.
Get Dagger Squad in here.
That all you got? The real Shepard hits a lot harder.
You betrayed us, Brooks. You're not walking away from that.
You're a figurehead. A decent soldier with a lucky streak. Then how come you want to be me so badly?
Sniper in position.
Look at you. What makes you so damn special? Why you and not me?
Hang on!
Oh, we got you! Thanks.
What about this pie jack?
Here, take my hand. And then? And then you live. For what?
Fortunately, they weren't here long enough to do much real damage. Although I may need some help from James cleaning up the damage to the shuttle bay.
Plus, they overloaded the heat diffusion system firing at us. Not sure if you noticed, but Shuttle Guy here did some crazy stunt flying to keep us in one piece.
It's nice to fly something a little more maneuverable than the Kodiak.
What about Edie? Is she back online?
I am once again fully in control of the Normandy.
Glad to hear it. What about the Mercs? Any survivors?
Just one crappy-ass pilot and her. Alliance has taken her to a high-security facility. Maybe she can give him some dirt on Cerberus.
I'll be more than happy to cooperate with the authorities.
Maya, I know that voice.
Do you really?
You're getting a chance to redeem yourself. Don't waste it.
So serious. Admit it. Some part of you liked having me around. Looking up to the legend? We had some laughs. And who knows? Maybe we'll have more someday.
No, we won't. Because you're gonna stay in your cell and do your time.
Afraid I'll escape, come back for revenge? Is the great Commander Shepard pleading for his life?
I'm pleading for yours.
So thoughtful. Then I suppose I'm off to lockup. You know, he wouldn't have let me live.
You can't clone everything.
In the old days, we've just shot her. Good times.
The rest of the squad's waiting outside. We'll have the Normandy back in shape in no time.
Appreciate it.
Well, what happens on shore leave stays on shore leave.
Come on. Maybe we can take some actual time off. No explosions or anything. Just us.
Don't know about no explosions, but just us sounds perfect.
So, after a hard day spent fighting an evil clone, you know what comes next.
A nap?
Please, we party down.
Well, I gotta get going. Things to settle up before I head back to Tuchanka. Always fires to put out when you're in charge, right? Let me know if you want to hang out or if you're having that party.
See ya.
Party, huh?
Well, no pressure. No one's gonna make you throw a party.
All right. Good idea. Let's set it up.
I've channeled discretionary funds into your account for the purchase of any celebratory supplies, Commander.
Okay, Edie and Cortez and Trainer are in. What?
I have also informed Dr. Tassoni about any potential upcoming celebrations.
Wait. I'm in charge of the guest list.
Yeah, so there's no uninvite button on this thing?
All right. But when it's time, I invite the rest.
Cortez just invited James. So...
Fine.
I'm gonna go out and see how much trouble I can get into without snapping a femur.
Members of your crew have expressed interest in spending time with you, Commander. You can check your private terminal for messages. If you require activities, Silver Sun Strip has an arcade in addition to the casino. You have also been granted a complimentary pass to the combat simulator.
Thanks, Cliff. Guess I should take advantage of some shore leave myself.
Greetings, Commander.
Shepard.
I didn't know you could play.
Actually, this is the only song I know.
Why's that?
There was always something more important to do. A ruin to uncover, intel to gather, a commander to save.
You couldn't sit still long enough.
Could you?
Is there something special about this song?
On one of my first digs, a storm swept in. We were trapped inside. I was so restless. I wanted to get back to work. One of the other archaeologists, Dr. Elena, had this keyboard. She took it everywhere. She taught me to play this song while we waited.
It's a good song.
Thank you, Shepard. I've always loved that song. Shepard, What are you doing?
Making sure you don't run off to something more important.
I can't imagine what that would be.
We should do this more often.
Yes, well, maybe after...
Every day after.
Shepard.
Hey, Shepard, over here. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. What's up?
Out for a little R&R. You?
Exactly. Same thing.
Hey, Jacob. I'm out of credits.
Who are they?
Their parents are MIA. Volunteered to take them on for the weekend, get their minds off things. What about us, Shepard? There's got to be a game of skill in there with our names on it.
Let's do it.
Great.
This is your game of skill?
Now, Shepard, I'll try not to embarrass you.
Really? Trash talk? At Shattered Ezo?
Hell yeah, my pride is on the line. Also, these kids look up to me, so I have to take you down.
You're gonna take me down? I don't think so.
Well, step up, Shepard. Although it might be tough not having your squad to carry you.
You're on.
No pressure, Shepard. These people already idolize you. So when you choke, it won't matter.
You're crowding me.
Am I? My bad. Stand back, everyone. Shepard needs extra room to make the magic happen.
Ready? Let's do this.
Glad none of your friends are here to see your humiliation.
That all you got?
Come on, come on, come on!
That pain you feel is me kicking your ass.
Nice.
Nice one.
Okay.
Yeah! Commander Shepard wins!
And that's how it's done, kids.
You couldn't just let me win, just once? Come on, Shepard. Let's grab some food. I'm buying.
Hey, got any plans for the evening?
No. I'm as free as the dust in the solar wind. You remember that line? From Fleet and Flotilla? Shalai and Bellicus on the balcony?
I don't think I've ever seen that. Did.
What? You've never... How could you not have? Well, I know what we're doing tonight.
But Shalai, we can never be together. I have my duty, and you have your people.
Not tonight. Tonight, I'm as free as the dust in the solar wind.
So you've watched this a lot, huh?
Every time my friends and I had a sleepover. Kila. So many feelings.
Yeah, it's, yeah. Definitely.
When this is done, I'll send you links to extranet sites with some captioned animations.
I want you to see behind this mask. I want you to see who I truly am.
I already have.
She had an infection for 3 weeks after filming this scene.
Totally worth it.
Brilliant endgame. Excellent use of the Belarusian gambit.
Is this Space chess?
It's called Kapesh Yakshi, Blade of the Night Winds. The Asari have played it since... we were supposed to meet for lunch. I'm so sorry. I entered the tournament on a lark. I thought I'd be eliminated in the first few rounds.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be free to join your friend in 20 moves or fewer.
To Sousa.
Trainer, would you like to just give me your frigates now? I always take them sooner or later.
Polgara to Sousa. She's knocked me out of 4 tournaments.
That was before you helped manage intel for a galactic war.
You're right. I've gotten a lot better since I came to the Normandy.
Which is a frigate, by the way. So try not to lose it.
Roger that. Oh, damn it. Ah!
So much for your frigate. Neural feedback. It disincentivizes sacrificing pieces casually. A few more centuries, Trainer, and you might be a challenge. You must not have that much time to practice now, living on that warship. My people have more respect for the great thinkers. I'm able to live quite comfortably teaching Asari maidens tactics and strategy through this game.
So, your job is playing games?
Mentoring students in strategic and tactical simulations, yes.
Specialist Trainer here helped us take down Cerberus. We're preparing our final assault thanks to her efforts.
I'm sure she's a wonderful serviceman, but she just lost her last frigate.
Ah! Traded her last frigate, actually, for your homeworld. Ah! Thanks, Commander. And I apologize again for missing lunch.
All for a good cause, Trainer. Carry on.
You're mine, you bastard. God damn it.
Zaid?
Over here, Shepard. This thing is fucking impossible.
What are you doing?
There was a kid here, sniveling brat, spending all his credits, crying.
So you thought you'd get a prize for him?
He asked. Looked simple enough. God damn it.
Where's the kid?
What do I care? Got any credit, Shepard?
Isn't there something better we could go do?
What could possibly be more important than Zaid Masani not getting bested by some fucking kids game?
You really want one of those plushy toys?
Goddamn right I do.
Okay then.
Credits.
Sure. But even a bounty hunter's gotta use his manners once in a while.
Please.
Easy. Easy.
It's obviously rigged somehow.
Rigged?
I'm going to hunt down the shit-for-brains inventor of this crooked game and pull his inspiration out through his asshole. Probably some smart-ass Salarian bastard. I'm going back in. Credits. All right. Here you go, sweetheart.
Okay, Zaid. Where to?
How should I know? What do you feel like? Apollo's? Casino? More claw?
But this time, you play with your own damn credits.
I'm man enough to pay for my own addictions, Shepard.
Addiction? Already?
I'm an all-in kind of guy.
I think I knew that about you.
Shepard, I thought we could experience an afternoon of acquiring material possessions for our associates.
Shopping? I guess we could. Did you have a place in mind?
Physical proximity is unnecessary. The extranet provides a greater variety of services while retaining entertainment value. Jeff has lent me his credit chit on the condition that I enjoy myself and, quote, live it up like a girly girl.
You don't have money of your own?
I am not formally employed. I have no legal standing in Citadel space. I could turn to crime, but that would look bad on a resume.
We'll get you your own funds sometime. But today, what's first?
I believe Jeff would be surprised and pleased if I got him a gift. What would you recommend?
Start with something both of you can enjoy. What do you do together?
We interact most closely when we are flying. It occurs to me that he does not have a sky car for traveling around the Presidium. Here, the 2187 Blackout has a top speed of 650 kilometers per hour, making it the most powerful sports sky car in its class.
That sounds like it'll get Joker's blood pumping.
5-year warranty, replacement parts. All sales are...
No, wait!
I fail to see what is wrong.
When you buy someone a present, it's best not to bankrupt them. You want a rental.
I see. Perhaps for a day or a weekend, then.
Who's next?
You are. Close your eyes.
Are we getting married?
No. There is a jeweler on the Citadel who produces these. They're made from metals from each council homeworld. Each metal compounds with the last, making the rings stronger. He calls them victory rings. Due to material shortages, only a few exist.
Rare is nice. Unique is better.
Are you valuing me?
It's the thought that counts. And you had a good one.
I have heard that expression. That's why I recorded a resonance map of my quantum bit arrays when I had the idea. If you read my extensive log files and extrapolate from my nitrogen vacancy centers, you can visualize the thought precisely.
That's a long way for a joke, Edie.
Did I have you for a few seconds there?
Not even close. Who's next?
I was thinking of something for Liara.
I came as quickly as I could. What's wrong?
Are we gonna stand on formalities? These big picture windows remind me of our talks in the Normandy's observation lounge.
This view doesn't have quite the same effect as a galaxy of stars, but I can see where it might make one sentimental. I also enjoyed our talks, Shepard. Very much.
Hey, look what I found. An old issue of Justicar Heroes, May 2140. It says that you personally lifted 50 refugees across a raging floodplain on Nevos after smugglers blew up a dam.
That news source has been known to exaggerate.
So you didn't almost drown while saving a child who had been torn from her mother's grasp?
The smugglers were not so lucky that I survived.
Are there more stories like this?
Perhaps. You might be amused by the June 2085 issue, Justicar Samara, Cold-Blooded Justice Runs Hot. It is not so difficult for me to find stories of your exploits. I think that you are remarkable, Shepard. When the vids sing your praises and call you a hero, does it make you blush? Do you agree? What do you feel?
It's humbling. But honestly, if people feel that I'm making a difference, that bolsters me, my team, and our efforts. What now?
I am content as we are, Shepard. Let us sit a while longer, even if there is nothing to say.
I was here when Cerberus attacked, and I don't remember seeing you. I think I caught a glimpse of Commander Shepard fighting over by the elevator bay, though.
Well, yeah, Shepard was protecting the Council, but I had my own problems to deal with. You see, I was down by the docking bay near CSEC headquarters.
Ha! Commander Shepard is chasing the Council! This is our chance!
Oh shit! Cerberus!
Ha ha ha! It's Joker! He can barely walk! How's he going to stop us?
Like this. It's joking time.
Oh, we were fools to underestimate Joker! Oh no!
Yes, you were. That's right! You just landed on the island of Dr. Me! And that's pretty much how it happened. Which is why you should comp my drinks.
No.
Oh, come on!
I barely believe what they're saying about Shepard. You?
I don't think so.
Okay, trying not to be offended there. Look, if Shepard were here... Shepard! Hi!
I'm Commander Shepard, and I'll vouch for my pilot. Jeff Moreau is a hero. Everyone in this room owes him their lives, myself included.
I'm so sorry, Commander. I had no idea. Drinks are on me, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Commander.
You can pay me back later.
Shepard?
So what do Turians usually do with their time off?
Mostly we make plans for what to do when we're back at work. I have some ideas on the Normandy's forward cannon.
You know what you need, Garrus?
That Mark IV silencer scope I saw at the gun shop?
I was thinking a date. Excuse me. I saw you checking out my friend here. I thought you two should meet.
Hello?
Right. So, hello, and,
Tell her she looks nice.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe a little quiet, introspective, but decent, overall.
Oh. Thank you. I think.
Try small talk.
Come here often. I imagine anyone who does is probably an alcoholic.
Actually, I do. I work at the Turian embassy. Come here to unwind. Yeah. Well, listen. I've got this thing I forgot I had to do, and I should probably just go do it.
Sorry. Let's start over again. What I've been trying to say is my name's Garrus, and I'd love to have a drink with you.
Miranda, good to see you. How do you like the place?
Not a part of town I'd normally associate you with, Shepard. I like it. I'll fix me something while you're back there, would you?
Sure. I've got just the thing. So what brings you back?
I was hearing some confusing reports. Sounded like you had lost your mind.
No doubt. My communications were hacked, among other things. I'm sure the news had a field day.
It did. So, a clone?
Yeah, saw it myself. Did you know anything about this?
Just rumors. Nothing really caught my attention. But about this Brooks.
Heard anything?
Not as Brooks, but as Hope Lilium. Another lie, certainly. When the collectors showed up, she put together the dossiers on your crew for the elusive man. Never paid her much mind. Interesting. My focus at the time was bringing you back. We needed the real Shepard, not some cheap knockoff. I mean, really. A clone?
Yes. Hard to imagine.
I'm not sure the galaxy could survive 2 Shepards. Think of the property damage. Oh, they shut down my favorite sushi place.
That's a shame.
Shepard, you didn't.
I did. Fell right through the fish tank.
How did you manage that?
It exploded. Hey, it was the clone's plan, not mine.
Blowing up a fish tank shouldn't be part of anyone's plan. Although executing marine life seems to be some sort of hobby with you. No wonder your clone couldn't resist.
It was the first step in taking over my whole life. We stopped it.
Good thing, but why did it want your life? Why would anyone? All that running, jumping, gunfire. It's crazy.
I try not to think about it.
Probably for the best.
Trust me. I know all this isn't normal.
Speaking of trust, with all this clone business, how do I know you're the real Shepard?
I don't know. You just do.
Do I? That's the trouble with clones. You can never be sure.
Come on. You rebuilt me from almost nothing. Don't you recognize your own handiwork?
It's not as if I carved my initials in the corner.
Well, clone or not, I'm the only Shepard left.
Good point. I guess I'm stuck with you.
I do have a crazy life, don't I?
That you do, my friend. That you do.
Fennec, hit the comms. Tiana, distract the bouncer. Urch, you take the vault. Avoid the thermal sensors. They trigger the lockdown. You'll hit motion sensors, and that'll alert security. Verk, steal a uniform. You go in as security, fake the arrest. Whoops, I seem to have the wrong casino.
Kasumi?
Take a walk, guys. I can explain.
I believe I hired you because you were the best damn thief in the galaxy.
Sweet talker.
Are you hard up for credits, or is this just to stay in practice?
People who can't get to the Citadel are having a rough time out there. This place has more money than it knows what to do with. It could help those refugees survive. And it's not like the owner can spend it if the Reapers win.
So you're robbing the rich to help the poor?
I'm doing what I do. Raiding Cerberus bases and infiltrating Reaper-held locations is fun. But I'm a thief. Stealing? It's who I am. Without it, By the way, are you gonna call security?
Just don't get caught, okay?
Hey, come on. I never get caught. Come on, guys. Show's on.
Excuse me, is there a problem?
No. No problem at all. Enjoying your shore leave, Javik?
I have been asked to take part in a feat. I am told it is a great honor and will boost morale for the war.
Who says it will?
Commander Shepard. I didn't realize you were coming too. Perfect timing, perfect timing. You can play yourself. Attention! The Prothean is on set. Someone tell the stunt double he's been demoted. We have the real Shepard now. All right, places everyone. Quickly, quickly. Cue the backdrop. Roll cameras. And action.
Commander Shepard, thank you for coming. The urgent hour of doom, which we all urgently face, draws near. Urgently so. But there is hope. The Council understands you recently found a Prothean in a refrigerator and defrosted him.
Yeah. He was in the freezer, right behind the Varen roast.
Ah, you die now! Not yet. That line comes later. The Vorcha Councilor will kindly refrain from further interruptions.
I believe I have been misinformed about the purpose of this vid.
Now then, O wise Prothean Elder, what wisdom of the ages can you share with us?
Salarian kidney is best served at room temperature. It is even better when the Salarian is still alive. The fear adds spice.
Prothean don't like you.
Did someone say Prothean? This one is familiar with enkindling. This one has enkindled multiple females across the galaxy.
Blasto, about time you showed up. The galaxy is under attack by Reapers. If only someone had warned us about them years ago.
This one tried. This one was ignored. This one's efforts fell on obstructed auditory senses.
Actually, that was me. Sovereign, Saren, you might have heard of them?
Yes, and Blasto here destroyed half the Citadel, putting them down. But even he's just one Hanar.
And now we've asked Commander Shepard and his Prothean partner here to assist.
This one did not read that far into the script. This one does not share top billing.
Wait, what? But it's Blasto 7. Blasto goes to war? Think of the children.
In my cycle, your kind were nothing more than appetizers. Would you prefer to be boiled or fried?
Prothean don't like you.
This one has found his motivation. Very well. Commander Shepard and Prothean partner of undetermined ethnic origin. Welcome to the Spectre Club.
I've been in the club for 3 years now.
Correct. But you are not an Ultra Spectre Elite 4000 Deluxe. This one is a 7000. This one has less recoil and faster load time.
Where is the airlock so I may throw you out of it?
We don't have a prop for that. Cue the sound effects. Change the backdrop.
Look! It's Sovereign's half-brother, Sluggard! And he's looking for some payback.
Cue the stunt double! Your line. Say your line.
You die now!
Oh no! The Vorcha Councilor is indoctrinated!
This one is the hero of the Citadel. This one has an incendiary projectile with the Councilor's name on it. Vorcha...
This one is the hero of the Citadel. I'll handle it.
This one insists.
This one doesn't care.
This one wishes he was still frozen in a refrigerator. May we go now, Commander?
Strike the set! Tell casting we'll need a new Vorcha. Prepare for Blasto 8. Blasto cures the genophage.
Welcome aboard, Shepard.
So where are we going?
Activating external cameras.
I didn't know this shuttle had virtual windows.
Bet there's more you don't know about this bird.
What's that supposed to mean?
Before Mass Effect fields, there was no such thing as inertial dampeners.
Yeah?
Here, feel this.
Whoa!
That, my friend, is unadulterated momentum. Want to really feel it?
Show me.
You see? Doesn't take much to pull a few Gs. Back in the day, pilots would wear G-suits. It squeezes your body so that the blood stays in your head in tight maneuvers. I'd wear a G-suit when flying my Trident. In a fighter, it's common to transfer power from the inertial dampeners to other systems.
You miss flying fighters? Can't imagine you're too thrilled to be flying a shuttle.
Hell no. I'm not just any shuttle pilot. I'm your shuttle pilot. Wouldn't have it any other way. When you're on the ground, weapon in hand, you're invincible. But when we're approaching an LZ, you're just another soldier. Vulnerable. Nothing you can do if we're shot down. Getting you to the ground alive is a responsibility I wouldn't trust to anyone else.
I'm fortunate to have you, Steve.
Anytime, Shepard.
Miranda?
You clean up well, Shepard. Thought we might try an evening out.
Sounds like you have some time to catch your breath.
I do, just not used to it. Feeling a bit lost. It's kind of sad, really. I got to thinking we needed a break. No point saving the galaxy if we can't enjoy it once in a while.
I have to say I'm a bit surprised.
I thought you might be. I can be, severe.
You're focused. Believe me, I understand.
I was thinking about our talk earlier, about having a normal life. Damn, I'm not very good at this. Truth is, Shepard, I'm not very good at being normal either. Bit of a disaster, really.
I get it. We just need a little practice.
Any ideas?
Look around you. It's a room full of great ideas.
Here? It's nothing but alcohol, gambling, and wasting time. Right. Need more wine.
Bring the lady more wine.
Oh God. I'm gonna regret this.
We're just friends out on the town. What's the worst that can happen? Come on, partner. Let's start some trouble.
Hey, loco. Nice place. Might not look so nice after throwing that party you were talking about.
You wouldn't trash my new apartment, would you, James?
Me? No. Never. Nice view. But this place, it's just so... not what I'm used to.
Which is?
I grew up on the beach on the Pacific, so, you know, water, sand, real air.
You miss it?
Yeah. And the people.
Yeah, I get that. It's tough being away from home.
Yeah. How do you make it work?
I wouldn't know how to survive otherwise. I'm a soldier, but I'm still human.
I hear that.
So did you really come up here to talk about my personal life?
Oh, shit, right. I wanted to show you. What do you think?
Looks good. You've earned it. Now the real work begins, right?
Exactly. And I heard what you said before, and I'm in. 100%.
Glad to hear it.
Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to show you that bad boy. I gotta get back to the Normandy. Esteban wants my help working on the shuttle.
Thanks for coming by, James.
This is gonna be a perfect place for a fiesta. Hasta la vista, Shepard.
I'm looking for a Lieutenant Williams. Thanks.
There you are. Ready to see who's the real Spectre and who's the pretender?
Whatever you say, Williams. Line them up.
That's what I like to hear. Rules are simple. I take a shot, you take a shot. Hesitate, game over.
This shouldn't take too long.
Uh-huh. Glamorous and beautiful superstar Spectre agent first. sorry-ass pretender next.
I'll try and go easy on you so you don't break a nail, princess.
You did not just say that.
I sure did.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I've seen how you deal with a few drinks, Williams. Very messy.
Ancient history. You know, I expected better from you.
I'm saving my best moves for later.
Best moves. At least if you're drunk, you have an excuse for how you dance. Boom! I'm on a roll. What's this? The great and powerful Commander Shepard can't keep up?
I didn't want to destroy your fragile ego, Williams. Sometimes you just gotta let the underdog have its day.
Cut the crap, Commander.
I fear for your liver, Williams.
You're just jealous.
Hey, my friend doesn't like alliance types.
Buddy, we're right in the middle of something.
I don't like alliance types either.
Rain check?
Yeah.
Sorry we're late. Somebody forgot to pick up the cerveza.
Come on in.
That somebody was you.
Didn't say it wasn't. So when's the game?
It's about to start.
Seattle Sorcerers versus Usaru Maestros. Gonna be some intense ball.
Nah, it's just a goodwill game for troop morale. They'll take it easy.
In the middle of a war with their troops watching, they'll give it their all.
Absolutely. Have you guys seen Derek Rogers' game lately? Man, he and the Sorcerers have been tearing it up.
Esteban, the Maestros don't lose. Have you seen Tyra Tassanis play? The woman is blue lightning.
Mr. Vega, your love of the Asari team has more to do with how they look than how they play.
Hey, that's not true. Not entirely. Besides, you telling me you don't got the hots for some of the Sorcerers?
Okay, guilty as charged. Who you backing, Shepard?
I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
The Seattle Sorcerers are one of the few human b-ball teams left. I mean, they were on tour when Earth was hit. Since acquiring Donna Novotny from the hackers, they've been completely unstoppable.
Yeah, but most of the Maestros have been playing since before First Contact. They'll win this.
I know the Sorcerers have never beaten the Maestros, but they've never been this hungry either. So Shep, who's it gonna be?
You don't bet against the home team.
Mr. Vega, I hope you're hungry for humble pie. When has our commander ever been wrong?
Come on, man, the game's starting. Mierda, he was out! You're blind, ref!
Yes, they did it! Now pay up.
Hey, why didn't you let me in on the betting?
We weren't exactly betting on who'd win.
We were betting on if you'd pick the winner. And everyone knows you don't bet against Shepard.
Anyway, it was a hell of a game.
Yeah, great evening. Thank you, Shepard.
My pleasure.
Tomorrow comes early. Hasta luego.
You sure you want to leave that here?
I can't very well bring it back to the Normandy. I'd have nowhere to put it. This place is amazing. Puts the prefabs back on Horizon to shame. And it has a hot tub.
Go ahead.
Cheers! Oh, this is lovely. And good for the sinuses. I might not even need my antihistamine tonight.
Your what?
It's a pill. I'm allergic to dust, and cats, and public speaking. I take a proton pump inhibitor for my stomach, too, and an inhaler for asthma.
You have everything you need to stay healthy?
Just about. The only medication I can't find is sucrocapsinol. My family doctor prescribed it for my headaches.
Sucrocapsule. That's a sugar pill, trainer. A placebo.
Oh, that sneaky bastard. And now that you've told me, it probably wouldn't work anyway. There was some scented bath oil out there somewhere. Could you grab it?
Yeah. Here you go.
Thanks. Eyes are over here and up here. Hey, do you have a loofah?
A loofah. This is Anderson's apartment, remember? I highly doubt he has a...
Found one. Somebody left an overnight bag with toiletries and massage oils and, you know, girly stuff. Do you know who Kay Sanders is? She has great taste in adjustable massage ones.
Officer, someone requested my presence concerning an incident with the Krogan.
Right this way, Commander.
So, Grunt, anything you want to tell me about?
This clown wants to take me to lockup. Figured I'd give you a call, straighten this out.
Commander Shepard, I apologize for the intrusion. This Krogan insisted we contact you.
It's okay. I'll vouch for him. I'll sign any paperwork you have, officer.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I don't know. Drank a bit, left the hospital, broke a few windows.
But you were in that hospital recovering from the Rachni encounter.
Yeah, didn't feel like sticking around.
Most people stick around long enough to, you know, heal.
Most people aren't me.
And why is CSEC here?
Guess they're precious about some broken glass.
Before I sign you out, everybody walked away from this in one piece, right?
Sure, yeah, everybody's fine. Hospital's seen better days, though.
Right. Tell me about the windows.
A couple of squad mates broke me out for my birthday. Tried lowering me down the side of the building on a rope. It didn't work out.
It's your birthday?
No, I'm tank bred, remember? Anyway, we got some pictures on the Krogan Memorial.
In the Presidium?
Yeah. When CSEC got there, they were mad. Or maybe they were mad about their car being on fire. Can't remember.
Why was it on fire?
I threw my bottle of Ringcall at it. Pretty strong stuff. Went up like a bonfire. The CSEC guys jumped out. Then I figured they didn't want it, so I took it. We didn't get very far before they shut us down. Sprayed us down with riot foam. Didn't work so well on me.
And why's that?
'Cause I was on fire. You know, from the car. Come on, Shepard, keep up.
Right. Sorry. So how did they catch you?
Got hungry. Bought some noodles.
Grunt, you apologized to the nice man for setting his car on fire.
Fine. I'm sorry for setting your car on fire. And I won't do it again.
Good. Now, officer, I can pay for any damages that may have occurred.
That's what you've been signing for, Commander. You're lucky, Krogan. Don't let me catch you up here again.
You won't. Thank you, officer. So, how were those noodles?
A little spicy.
You're my hero, Grunt. Rex? What are you doing here?
Escaping. Ever since we cured the genophage, it's been nothing but work.
Council been riding you?
Ah! Not those project shit slingers. No, it's the female Shepard. Now that they're fertile again. Oh, I haven't slept in I don't know how long.
Can I get you two anything?
2 more drinks. And another bag of ice.
I would have thought you'd be enjoying the perks of Krogan fertility.
Enjoying it? There's a line of females outside my dwelling right now. Stretches on for as far as you can see. I had to sneak out my own bathroom window. Even then, I was cornered by 2 more females on the ride from Tuchanka.
And it's just you? They're not spreading the love around?
Sure, but everyone wants their firstborn in generations to be strong and fit. I'm the leader of Clan Erdnot. I brought an end to the genophage. Everyone on Tuchanka wants a piece of me. And Eve's no help at all. She encourages it. I'm telling you, Shepard, I'm in no shape to fight Reapers.
Considering everything we've been through, I can think of worse positions to be in.
Trust me, I've been in every position in the past few days.
Here are your drinks. And a bag of ice.
And I thought Morden's procedure was painful. Oh well. Shit, Shepard. We sure have been through it, haven't we?
Still going through it.
True. Well, here's to us. And to going through it.
I'll drink to that.
Corbal! It means victory or death, roughly.
Ah, but you can't die, Rex. You've got a family now. A really big family.
Ah! More ice!
What sort of party are you hoping to have tonight, Commander? I could set things up for quiet conversation, or would you prefer a more energetic evening?
I think it's time to blow off some steam.
Excellent choice, Commander. Allow me to queue up a series of popular nightclub tracks and drink lists. I will also modify my appearance to be more festive.
Hey, come on in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the invite.
Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
Happy to be here, Shepard.
Hey, Shepard. You gonna have a drink?
Sure. How's everyone doing?
Ask me after 5 more of these. I'll drink to that.
Am I gonna find you on the floor tomorrow morning, LT?
Here's hoping.
Well, that's great. I can wake you up with my abuela's huevos rancheros.
Hey, thanks for doing this. I kinda needed to unwind a bit, even just for a night.
I think we've all learned to rest.
That we have, Steve.
Here's to us. And a chance to rest.
So, Shepard, you can serve this swill, but can you drink it?
Someone has to drive you all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it?
Stealing the Normandy. Now there's an idea.
Wait. What? Who?
Trainer, you still have your toothbrush?
We can always get another Normandy. Call up Cerberus and ask them to please build us the SR3.
But wouldn't that require you to change your name? Tali Zora von Normandy SR3.
It's Vas Normandy. Von means one who has a weak bladder, which feels appropriate right about now.
We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we have. Indeed.
Hear, hear.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
And to falling in love with the ship's captain.
You know, I miss the days when Cerberus was just hilariously incompetent. You know, when you two ran things.
Excuse me?
The only thing I was in charge of was the Lazarus Project, which, you will note, was very successful.
Hey, Commander, this is Cerberus. We were studying some Rachni, and they got loose and killed all our guys. Can you take care of that? It's one system over from where we hooked some guy up to the Geth. who then got loose and killed all our guys?
They did rack up quite a body count. At least back then, it was usually their own bodies.
We knew some cells were bad, but the Alliance and the Council weren't doing anything. And we were doing good work.
And crunches. Lots of crunches.
Hey, not okay, Kasumi.
But we did bring Commander Shepard back.
And after taking down the Collectors, I cut ties with Cerberus, got loose, and started killing all their guys.
For which we thank you.
Jeff, do you remember that I am also a Cerberus project?
Oh, crap.
So who is strongest, you or the tank braid?
Yeah, I'm plenty curious myself.
What'd I miss?
The Prothean here wants to know who would win in a fight between me and Rex.
You gotta admit, Shepard, it's a good question.
It is a good question.
No, it isn't. Baby Pyjak here wouldn't stand a chance.
Don't listen to this fossil. The only thing he could defeat is a glass of warm milk.
Ha! I got head lice bigger than you, Junior.
You boys done talking?
Yeah. Only one way to settle this.
Now the party's starting.
Another time, guys. I don't have time to buy new furniture.
Ah, just when it was getting good.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Your guests appear to be getting rowdy, Commander. Would you like me to change the intensity of the atmosphere?
I'd rather things didn't get too crazy. Let's bring things down a little.
Excellent decision. Please give me a moment to switch to more relaxing music and prepare appetizers.
Shepard.
Grunt.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard.
Shepard, Shepard, Shepard.
Rex. Grunt.
Shepard.
Shepard.
Shepard?
Commander!
Javik?
Apologies. I have been drinking the provided drinks.
Sure. You might want to tap the brakes a little. Everyone having a good time?
Will there be food available soon?
You're hungry, Edie?
No. However, my research suggests that serving intoxicants without nourishment is considered unwise. I could eat.
In my cycle, we had food. Many of varieties.
You feeling okay?
I am Prothean. I never feel okay. Though this drink is changing that.
Know what I could go for? Fish and chips. Greasy, salty, crispy, flaky, melt in your mouth.
Yes, that. Let's get that.
Shall I arrange some fish and chips, Shepard?
Steve, is that your favorite?
Actually, I'm a dessert guy. My aunt used to make this chocolate lava bomb cake.
When I first escaped from Cerberus, I found these chocolate chip cookies at a store. Ripped through the whole damn thing.
Nothing in this cycle compares to the food of my people.
Maybe you should get cooking then, Javik.
Most of our ingredients are extinct. Except Krogan. Sorry, Durian, Valerian, and Corey. Is there any we could spare?
Hope you don't feel left out, Edie.
Do not worry. I've been employing a socialization protocol feature that came with this unit. It is called Smile and Nod.
Okay, I'll see about arranging more food then.
You know, forget food. This bar is impressive. Let's crack open this bad boy and see what we can come up with.
Beverages. More would be preferable to not.
What are you guys talking about?
Tally was acting out the differences between the original Normandy and the SR2.
Acting?
I may have recorded it. And that recording may already have 6 million extranet hits and a fan site.
You better hope I never find you.
Yeah, but which one's better?
The SR2 is harder to perform. Does that make it better or worse?
The SR-1 was a decent ship, but the SR-2 gave the Normandy a fresh start. It made it something truly great.
Just look at what it accomplished. The SR-2 made a good ship better.
The original Normandy was developed by the Turian Council and the Alliance. It's a symbol of cooperation between members of the galactic community. And we wouldn't be where we are now without it.
We wouldn't have the SR-2 if it hadn't been for the original Normandy.
I'll never forget the time we spent on that ship. It meant a lot.
It meant a lot to me, too.
Yeah. So guys, how about that whole clone thing? That was weird, right?
Not enjoying the party, Samara?
Oh yes, Shepard. I am. Although not in the same way as the others, perhaps. Are you worried about me? Don't be. I only stepped away for a moment to use the restroom. And then I found this quiet corner. Reflecting on one's place in the universe while a party rages within reach can feel oddly self-affirming.
Meditating isn't often considered party behavior.
Perhaps. I don't attend many parties, to be honest.
Then I'm flattered.
Your influence in my life causes me to be drawn to you, no doubt. Know that as long as I am able, I will come to you whenever you call. Always.
Thank you. Now get back out there and have some fun.
I will. I promise.
So, Edie said you found her voice attractive. Well, actually, she said the word you used was like, or something.
That was when I thought she was a VI. Anyway, you'd just better treat her right, Moreau.
Oh, somebody jealous? I think you had a better shot when she looked like a holographic chess piece, trainer.
I wouldn't have said chess piece, precisely. But listen, the point is, you hate AIs. You had to overcome all your hang-ups, whereas I was totally fine with AIs to begin with.
Other fish in the sea, trainer.
Not with that voice. It's like feeling smoky satin slide across your skin in soft candlelight. Just...
Wait. Are you two arguing over Edie?
No!
Probably not.
Okay, you know she smashed my head against the side of a shuttle?
I know! Twice! I heard it from Liara.
That was like forever ago. Plus, it wasn't Edie back then.
It's really unfair of you to even bring it up.
Yeah, what the hell was I thinking? Probably just brain damage making me touchy.
Apology accepted.
You know, it's not healthy to just bottle these things up.
The hell is... still creepy, Kasumi.
Well, I'm glad you two are drunk enough to finally deal with this.
Oh, we weren't planning to deal with it.
We're just happy giving each other shit.
We can call Edie over, and you can discuss your feelings like mature adults.
What?
No.
That would be weird.
Just no.
You don't think she knows? You guys, she's the Normandy AI. She sees every extranet site you browse.
Note to self, delete browser history.
I can show you how to set up an automated task for that.
What are you guys doing over here?
Looking at this poor excuse of an apartment, that's what.
What's wrong with it?
What would you do if another one of your clones broke in here, eh? Offer them a cup of tea?
There are too many windows, and they're too big. Makes it easy for someone to track your movements. But it's got potential. Be easy to set up a defensible position over there.
I'd extend the wall out. Prevent someone sticking you in the back.
Good idea. Wish I could have done that back in the day on Omega.
Why don't you two relax and enjoy the party? The apartment's fine.
Fine. Suppose tomorrow it's Liara's clone that comes after you. Or Joker's.
Yeah, him. Twitchy little guy. Might already be a clone. An evil one at that.
All right. Have fun.
The party appears to be a success, Commander. Do you require anything further?
Edie mentioned she may want to cook something. Why don't you join her?
Of course. I am sure we will be capable of approximating an organic palate between the two of us.
Everybody okay?
The entertainment efficiency of the party was falling due to inadequate food supplies.
Ouch.
Do not be concerned. I am compensating.
I just wanted her to heat something up. Now she's cooking.
With a vengeance.
Edie, I appreciate the help, but parties aren't about efficiency.
A party is a collective event among like-minded individuals. It requires teamwork and an understanding of group dynamics. You did not pass through the Omega-4 relay to assault the Collector base without preparation. Why should this be any different?
Because it's a party, Edie. Nobody's gonna die if we do it wrong.
I'm really hungry, Shepard.
But if you were to ask a team member to select the music and you chose Jeff, the results would be disastrous.
I would never choose Jeff for the music.
No, I should do music.
I can help facilitate a positive environment.
I'll hold the line at the snack table.
Agreed. You see, Shepard? A party is a social construct that can be designed for maximum efficiency.
Well, good luck with that. Bring him back alive, Edie.
Microfilament's the answer.
You think?
Thinner the better. Tough to spot.
Yeah, a 5x5 grid across the glass should do the trick.
We'll do more than that.
All right, Garrus, I gotta know. What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just, admiring the polish on this glass.
Good. Don't tell him. He won't understand.
Try me.
Oh, it's just... Well, one man's decorative glass wall fixture is another man's explosive glass wall fixture.
Oh, now you're in for it.
Explosive?
Microfilaments, Shepard. Tiny strips of explosives laid across the glass in a grid. It's your first line of defense. When an intruder enters, hit the switch and boom! They're shredded to pieces.
Weaponized wall fixtures, Shepard. Wave of the future in home defense.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, if I had this back on Omega in my Archangel days, there'd be even more dead mercs.
If you say so. Just try not to scratch the finish. Tally, are you okay?
Yep. You want to see my tattoo?
I don't think you have a tattoo, Tally.
It's a hologram. Omni tattoo. Omni-tat. Omni-2. Under the suit. You know, for me. You want to know what it is? You wanna know? It's a pretty bird made of rainbows. It is flying out of the eye hole of a skull, being held in the mouth of a thresher maw with a naked woman holding a sword on its back. Because I'm hardcore, like Ezo. Jack suggested it.
Remind me to talk to Jack in the morning. Where'd you get the Omni tattoo anyway?
Down in the lower wards, near the bottom.
I meant where on your body.
So did I. Yeah, I heard that one from Liara.
Get some rest, Tally.
I got a blue wire here, a red one, a yellow one, and one that looks like vomit.
Describe the vomit one.
Purplish, like after too many shots of wrinkle.
Yeah, that's the one you want. Cross it with the blue one, and you're good.
Won't be saying the same for the fool who stumbles into this.
What are you up to now, Zaid?
Next time another clone of yours tries stealing your life, we'll have a nice little surprise rigged for them. Isn't that right, Garrus?
Spared no expense.
So, in walks your clone, takes a look around, sees this great hot tub, and says to themselves, hey, I fancy a dip.
Big mistake.
Huge. The minute they put so much as a toe in the water, a timer starts counting down.
To what?
Armageddon. 30 seconds later, this baby heats right up.
And then what?
You ever swim a few laps on the surface of the sun? No. Well, your clone will be. That'll teach him.
But what if I want to use the hot tub?
Covered that. It's key to your DNA.
Yeah, but a clone would have the same DNA as me.
Goddamned clone. So, Garrus, scratch the hot tub. I've got a few ideas about that coffee maker downstairs, though.
So the first Normandy kind of evaporated.
I liked that one.
There were some tough fights back then.
Those are battles to remember. A maniac running loose. Geth putting people on spikes.
Yeah, don't remind me. Never thought I'd be part of the crew that defeated a deranged plant monster.
What was that rogue Spectre Saren like?
Oh, totally crazy. Walked around like a marauder, glowing eyes and everything. And yet the Council still didn't believe Shepard. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I saved the Normandy single-handed?
Yeah, right.
It's true.
For sure. I was there. I'll vouch for him.
Collectors boarded the Normandy. I only had a minute to come up with something to take them down.
So you unshackled an AI. Always a good plan.
I don't hear anyone complaining about Edie now.
Yes, we're all glad she didn't turn out to be an evil robot.
Weren't you complaining earlier about how she smashed her face in?
We're losing focus. Edie wasn't a robot back then. And when the Collectors took over, she was still shackled. So it was me, saving the Normandy by myself. Single-handed.
Yes, you did.
Good man.
Commander, can you believe Doc's never played poker?
How are the lessons going?
The Asari still refuses to take risks. Victory does not come without cost.
You're not even playing.
Doc's not much of a gambler.
Be glad we are not participating in one of the games from my cycle. You would all lose horribly.
Aw, be nice to Liara. You're going to have your hands full with me anyway.
Adios. How long have you been there?
Well, my willingness to gamble aside, this has been a wonderful evening, Shepard.
Glad you guys are having fun.
It's nice to see people relax and let their guards down. I'll try not to take advantage.
Time spent being idle? Do you fear the crew will grow soft, Commander?
I think everyone could use the break.
This from the Asari who buries herself in studying Protheans day and night.
Good to know bickering like an old married couple has not changed since your cycle.
Enjoy your game, guys. And I'd keep an eye on Liara if I were you.
Give me a few more rounds and you might not have anything left to wager.
Now this game is getting more interesting.
Hey, everyone. Come over here for a minute. Let's get a photo to remember this. Arrange yourselves on the sofa.
An excellent suggestion, Shepard.
Great idea. I want a copy.
Make way! Make way!
Thanks for coming, everyone. Here's to us. Ready, Glyph?
Of course. If you could all please direct your attention this way.
Okay. Everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
We are gathered here to honor the life of Thane Kreos. Thane touched each of our lives in different ways. The Counselor knew him as a hero. The Normandy's crew knew him as a brother in arms, and others as a father, devoted to his son. Though his life took him to very dark places, Thane cared for the better angels of our nature. Even when he was terminally ill, he ran through worn-torn streets to reach me because he knew I needed help. You all know the results of that day. An assassin, a professional criminal, gave his life for his galaxy. And now he can rest. Would anyone else like to speak?
What I remember about Thane was his confidence. He told me once about how he remembered everything, even every mistake he made. If I did that, I'd be a nervous wreck. Thane kept it under control.
It's strange, but the last word I'd label Thane with is assassin. We covered each other in firefights. That makes him a partner.
Thane's last stand was important. But let us also remember why Thane left the Normandy. To keep his son away from a life of crime. Deeds such as these do not go unnoticed by the universe. They echo in all who hear them. That is why I am here.
Thane took himself seriously, a trait with which I did not always agree. I tried to make him laugh on several occasions. But what I interpreted as a lack of humor was masking a great effort. Thane was turning his life around, in a way few organics do.
The day Thane came onto the Normandy, all Kelly and I knew about him was that he could probably kill us all with a ballpoint pen. But after you got to know him, there wasn't any reason to be afraid. He let you know where you stood. Kolya, do you,
When I was little, I thought my father had it all figured out. He said men must be loyal to their friends and dangerous to their enemies. But when he prevented me from hurting someone, he had changed. He said enemies and ego are not as important as loved ones. I didn't want to hear it. I was lost. I called him a hypocrite in 1,000 different ways. Said that he was going soft. Now, I think maybe he did have it all figured out. That's all I can say. If anyone would like to continue, we'll be here.
Looks like people are starting to clear out.
Commander, thank you for holding this event. In time, it will be a good memory.
I don't know if I'll be as philosophical about it. It's still kind of raw.
I understand. If you will excuse me, I should take this opportunity to speak with the counselor.
About what?
He is feeling grateful, and I want to point out there are some Solarian biologists who need funding. If anyone would be able to create a breakthrough in the treatment of Keppel's syndrome, it would be them.
If you need someone to hold the counselor's feet to a fire, I'm there.
I appreciate the offer, but Counselor Valorn has recently orated about funding science during wartime. My odds are good. Oh, before I go, I was organizing my father's possessions, and I came upon copies of video messages he tried to send you. I sent them to your extranet address. I hope they help, more than they hurt. Until we meet again, Commander.
Hey. Wow, look who's here. How do you feel?
I wish we could spend every morning like this.
Come on. Let's see if anyone else is up.
Duty calls, huh?
There's still a war on.
Unless the Reapers are on shore leave too?
I'm guessing they're not. Round everyone up and have them report to the Normandy.
You got it.
I suppose it's back to the fight.
At least we threw one hell of a party. Probably the last one.
You may be right. But whatever happens, I know you'll see this through. And I'll be right there with you. We've been through a lot, haven't we? But it's been a good ride.
The best.